Okay, so part 2 of this video is I wanted to show you really quick what I use actually for my boards. I'm not gonna show you how to do it because I figure you guys could all apply stain or paint onto your boards without me having to show you. So here's my Christmas one. And this one is, let's scooch down here. This is, I use this, sorry it's a little drippy, but this is what I used. It's not a paint, it is a stain. It's Barn Red, Varathane wood stain, and that's what I used for this color red. I get a bag of these. They're like super cheap at Home Depot, painter rags. Throw on some gloves because you gotta have gloves on or your hands will be red for a week. And I go ahead and I apply it to the board. Some people were asking me about what I do on the sides. So this one, kind of hard to see, not the best of light, because the other side of the sign is the welcome sign. So this is also a stain. It's called Red Mahogany. That's what I did the sides, the top with. So we're like, well, how do you do your sides? Well, I just choose one of the colors and I go with it. This sign right here, by the way, this board, like I think I mentioned, it's like 11.25 inches by 6 feet. This board here is 9.25 inches by 6 foot. This method is a really cool method. So the white is actually done with it's called the baby wipe method. And you use acrylic paint, you pour the paint on, you take a baby wipe and you rub it on and it kind of gives it that weathered look. Then what I did was I took gray spray paint and I just kind of like spritzed it. So if you can see up close, there's just like these little specks and these little dots throughout. So I went and I did that. And also, this isn't the right color, but I go to Walmart or I go to Home Depot, usually Home Depot because Lowe's is a little further and I'm not a big Lowe's fan. Personally, I don't like what they offer. But I use this a lot of times to spray my boards. It doesn't take much to coat a board, front and back, whatever you're gonna do. These are both double-sided boards. You saw the welcome. This is a Home Sweet Home. And then the other side is this Christmas one, Harry Potter. For myself, I don't sell any of the Harry Potter ones. Because it's against the designers that designed this. It's against her policies. And also I don't have a license in order to sell Harry Potter. So that's a big no-no. So if you guys get into selling, stay away from trademark things, copywritten things, Disney, NFL, Grinch, Dr. Seuss, Harry Potter, because I know people who have gotten busted. So after I have stained or painted my boards, you have to really, I think the key with making signs is you really have to allow them to dry thoroughly. My signs take 5 to 7 days to make. And the reason being is because I make sure that every application that I apply dries. Once everything is dried and I put my vinyl on, I allow the vinyl to cure for 2 to 3 days. And you just make sure that there's no bubbles, that there's no peeling or anything like that. After I do that, well, actually, back that up a little bit. After I've stained everything or painted my wood and I allow it to dry, I then add right here a coat of polyacrylic. This is a Minwax water-based polyacrylic. If you use an oil-based polyurethane and you're using a whiteboard, a light board, light vinyl, you will have yellowing. It's inevitable, your stuff will yellow. So I go with the water-based. Now people say, well, it's water-based, it's not waterproof. Correct. However, if you do it right and you allow things to cure and to dry, like I have said earlier, then it holds up. Trust me, I have signs that are like 9 years old and everything still looks fantastic. There's no peeling, there's no lifting, there's no nothing. So after I have done the stain, allowed to dry, then I did the coat of polyacrylic. Once that's dried, that's when you're gonna go ahead and that's gonna help your vinyl adhere to the boards. If you do not put a seal on, you are going to struggle. Your vinyl's not gonna wanna stick. And if you have to move it or anything like that, it's gonna peel your paint away. So that's such an important part of making signs, is you have to have that seal on. once I've put these on, now I did these yesterday or the day before, I don't remember, not the Christmas one, I did that a while ago. But tomorrow is when I will seal this. People say don't seal, I seal. Again, no issues with it. I've never had problems with anything peeling or bubbling. So, and I live in Pennsylvania. We have 4 seasons in a day sometimes. So we'll get 100 degrees and we'll get minus 10 degrees, you know, not in one day, but throughout the year. So mine sit outside in the, you know, heat, or the bitter cold, and they have held up wonderfully. That's kind of it, I think, for this little portion of the video. So hope I covered everything. Again, please bear with me because videos aren't my thing. Oh, also real quick before anybody asks, because I forgot to mention, I just use a brush, a soft bristle brush, excuse me, when I am applying the polyacrylic. And when I do the polyacrylic over the vinyl, I put 2 coats on. And when I put my final coat on, I kind of do like an X, like this with the brush, and it just seals everything. And you can feel, you'll be able to rub your hand across it and you won't even feel the vinyl. So again, any questions, message me, whatever you need to do. Thanks.